Alright, yes, hello everyone and welcome. So, a patch came out today on F1 2021, and we now have Jeddah in the game, so I'm going to give my first impressions on it. We're going to go for a lap. First lap we're going to go quite slowly, just sort of feel out the track. We're going to then sort of speed it up over a few laps and see how I go. So let's just go out for my first ever lap of Jeddah. So, bear in mind this first lap is not going to be trying to set a very fast lap. Just sort of feeling it out, seeing how it is. Okay, that's a nice sharp corner. Alright. I mean, I'm obviously not going to intentionally go super slowly, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, a nice straight. Quite a narrow track. Ooh, not convinced about this section here. Oh, I just realised my... Okay, we're going to reset. My wheel is not synced up properly. So I have way too much steering going on. So we're going to have to change it. Sorry, I just hit my mic. And then... Okay, hopefully that will get it going. Again. Oh, okay. Well, this feels better. Feels more responsive now. I think it just wasn't quite synced properly. Yeah, there we go. That's feeling a lot better. Yep, and it has the lock on 360. Yeah, okay, good. I've only got 360 degrees now instead of a full 900 to move. So this is a DRS zone going up to the start finish. Okay. Then, not convinced about this part of the track. I feel like you get a lot of speed going into the straight and lose every single part of it going into that. And let's see about this. Yeah, that's okay. It's not the best, not the worst. This is quite nice. It just feels a bit... Oh, Jesus. Track limits. It just feels a bit unnecessarily twisty, you know? I don't care that I've gone off. DRS zone. It's an alright DRS zone, but it's nothing that interesting. A nice slight banking. Okay. It's okay. But yeah, it just feels like there's an unnecessary amount of corners and just slight curves. No real, like the sharp curves are just there. Whereas it's a lot too much like this. Like, it just doesn't feel like there's that much substance to the corners. And then you get into ones like that, which are quite nice. I mean, overall, so far I'm not hating it, but also not that excited by it, because you can see, like, this is a DRS zone. It's kind of nice. And then, yeah, nice sharp corner around. That's quite nice. I quite like that section. But in general, our first impressions leaves a little to be desired. Like, this section is really a section I'm not that keen on. Oops, collided with the wall. This section, like that executes it quite nicely, following through from the speed loss. There's another track limits. There's another track limits. But yeah, like there, like... Was it really necessary to add that cornering? Could it have not just been a longer straight, a nice high speed zone? I don't know, I'm just not quite feeling it as much as I was hoping to. Also, I'm terrible at it. We can establish that I'm not very good at this game, that's fine. That's a quite nice section, although, again, needlessly twisty. That DRS zone, first lap I did not like that DRS zone. Second lap, I'm quite liking it. That, like, DRS, that little sector, like, Sector 3 is definitely the best sector of this track. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm liking Sector 3 the most. I feel like Sector 2 is just sort of a bit nothingness. Like, there's no real memorable moments of Sector 2. That is not a track limits, I'll have you know. Okay, we're going to change the setup of the car and see if that makes me feel any better about it. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I'm going to go for, a more downforce heavy setup, which, yeah, will be slower, but have more control, because I am running wide quite a bit here. Yeah, I'm just doing it in the Red Bull, because I just felt like it, why not? I like the look of the Red Bull. Despite the fact that I only like half of their drivers. I don't dislike either of their drivers, but there's one that I like significantly more than the other. And the one I like significantly more than the other speaks Spanish. So, yeah, I like their South American driver, not as much their European one. And I'm normally all about the European stuff. Not at the Red Bull's case. There we go. See, that's a nice little start. That, oh god, no track limits, no track limits. That's nice. Like, that slight bit, it's good, but oops, yeah, I just run miles wide. Not the track limits, however. That is. Like, this DRS zone's alright, but it just, again, it just feels a bit whatever. I feel like that's the general feeling I'm getting off this track, is it's a bit whatever. I mean, maybe I'm not feeling it as much because I do have to sit in a really uncomfortable angle for recording while playing. And maybe my discomfort is not helping me. But, like, overall, I'm just... feels like a lot of a bit whatever moments. Like, this whole sector, the Sector 2, it just feels nothingness. When you hit Sector 3, we get the DRS zone, which is nice. Like, this is a nice section to the track. And then this is a nice corner. I like this corner. But overall, like, Sector 2 is where I feel it really lets me down. I just don't care, you know? Oh god, I'm trying to adjust my mic and play at the same time, which means I'm trying to play one-handed and it is not working. Like, Sector 1 has a few nice sections, like this section up here, this corner up here is quite nice. You go slow and then you pick up the pace while still heading around a corner, that's nice. Then that, yeah, I again hit track limits. My next goal is to just do a clean lap. And then you get the DRS zone in Sector 1 as well, this one. It's a nice DRS zone into a good corner. You can hug the curb quite tightly, or you can run a little bit wider. I think that could have some good overtakes around that corner. And then we hit Sector 2. Like, that was the end of Sector 1, and now we're in Sector 2, and I'm just not feeling it. Oh, Sector 2 actually starts a lot earlier than I realised, looking at the map. The Sector 2 does have some nice areas, but in general, just not as good as Sector 1. And then, yeah, Sector 3 is this DRS zone. Then, yeah, this corner is definitely my favourite of the track. I really like that. Sorry, again, trying to play one-handed on a very sensitive wheel, it does not work for me. There we go, that's nice. See, that I'm learning to like that more. Turn 1. Turn 1 and Turn 2 I'm learning to like more. That I definitely like. This, I kinda like, kinda hate it because it's way too easy to run wide if you're trying to go for a fast lap. That bit I do not like because I keep running wide. Okay, we're gonna restart the lap and we're gonna go for a clean lap, even if I sacrifice time for being clean. You know, something I don't know about sim racing. Should I wear shoes or me just wearing socks okay? Bare feet I get too cold because my pedals are made out of metal and I'm living in an English winter. So, absolutely freezing. Like, socks I feel is quite alright, but would I be better if I put on like a flexible pair of shoes? I don't know. I don't know enough about sim racing. A nice section here. Oh god. So lose some speed there, but crucially I stay on track. I hit a lot of curb there, but did not exceed track limits. Like, this is a nice bit of curb to take. I like taking that I can take that much curb there. Ooh. Oh, I hit the wall a little bit, but it's okay. There's a slight dink. Really weird following my own movements, seeing just how like much I move about. I think I might clip the wall a little bit there. Yeah, that's a really good section. Well, I mean, I should find it very difficult to not get a clean lap here, and I do. A 1:32.384 is my fastest clean lap. Let's go for another clean lap if we can. See if I can get myself higher up on the leaderboard. And after this, I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to go do a race against low % AI just to try it out, you know, just to see what it's like actually racing. I'm not going to go. I didn't think I left the track there, but we move. Okay, we're gonna go do that now actually. But overall, I think it's not a bad track, but it's definitely not going to become one of my favourites unless we have a really good race there and my opinion is just proved wrong. Which, I mean, I would love that. I would love nothing more than for my criticisms to be proved wrong when we actually race there in real F1. Somehow feel like I'm not going to have that. That can go. I think I finished that as well. I crashed out, alright. Leave it out. So we're going to go. We're just going to. We're going to go for a lower team. Let's go race as George in the Williams. Weekend structure, we're just going to do one-shot quali, do a short race. Weather and time of day, we're just going to set to clear, dry, session start time realistic. 65, we're going to turn that down to about 45, just because it's a new track to me, and I don't want to be racing harder. Yes, I only play on 65 at the moment. That's because I'm still getting used to my new wheel. On my old wheel, I was playing on like 80-90%. Because I'm still getting used to a different wheel. I'm still in that sort of feeling it out process. So, if you're wondering, oh, why are you only playing on 65 normally? That's why. I'm not shit. I'm just not used to it. Once I actually get comfortable with this wheel, like 80-90% is going to come back out. Yeah, one-shot quali. Honestly, 15th is already what I'll be aiming for in this car. Go with the softs. Let's just go to track. Just go straight for it. Alright. There we go. Start. Oh, I'm on for pole at the moment. That's going to very quickly drop down. No. Okay, maybe I turned the settings down a little too far. If I'm currently on for pole. Or is it just getting confused? I might have put the settings a little too low. This is a pole position. I've just gone purple in sector 1. Maybe no one else has gone and done their qualifying? No, because it's one shot, isn't it? Ooh, a little dink with the wall. I'd like to know who's behind me. If I'm currently on for pole, maybe I should have stuck with 60%. Another dink into the wall. Thankfully, I'm not taking any damage from these dinks, I don't think. Yeah, no, I'm looking alright. Just gone purple in sector 2. I think I'm going to qualify on pole in a Williams. This is not what I was intending when I turned down the difficulty. To be fair, this lap is not half bad. But it's not good, because you think I set a 132 in the Red Bull, and now I'm at a 134. Fantastic, you've got pole. That's not what I was looking for. I really thought 45% was going to be better than I really severely... Oh my god, 1.9. Oh my god. Okay, I might go turn the difficulty settings back up and then restart this experiment, because that's that might be a little too high of a qualification for me. So we're gonna just gonna go to the main. We're just gonna go back up to like 65, maybe 70. We're gonna go up to 70, and then sit in the Williams again. You know, let's go in the Haas instead. Because yeah, I you can tell I haven't played on lower difficulties like that for a long time, and I'm like, oh, I'm sure I'll be good enough. No, it won't. We'll drive, obviously, as Mick out of the two Haas's. Go up to 70. And weekend structure, one shot, short race, weather time of day, clear dry, and let's just go back for it. At least you can see another lap in a lesser car, because I did it in the Red Bull at first, which is one of the best cars on the grid, if not the best. And then you just get to see it in a Williams, and you get to see it again in a Haas, and then another few laps in a Haas as well, because of the actual race itself. If it would ever load, that is. It does have nice scenery. Like, look at that water. Isn't it pretty? It really is. It's beautiful. Alright. Let's go. Let's just go to track. Mick Schumacher, please. If I swear to God, if I qualify on pole again. I'm begging I do not qualify on pole. That will be absolutely ridiculous. Why am I on for pole again? Okay, that's better. I'm actually, in a way, glad I cocked that up a bit. I do not want to qualify too high. I want to see what overtaking is like. So, realistically, I don't want to qualify much higher than, like, 10th. Why am I in P4? Why am I currently running P4? Is the AI on this game worse than I remembered? I'm currently just only behind Hamilton. Oh, I'm going to lose some speed there. There we go. That's only dropped me down to P4. I've literally just smacked up my front wing a bit. There's P5. I'm in Gasly's position. Now I'm out of it. Gasly is always P6. I swear Gasly always... Well, he doesn't actually always qualify P6, but I'd like to see the stats of how often he qualified P6 and why is it so damn often. Okay, this is good actually. This is more like where I want to be qualifying. A bit down the field. I'm actually... You know, it's not often you'll see someone losing places in quali and being like, yes, good. But right now I am, because I want to see what overtaking is like on this track. Looks like it's going to be a P15 for me. That is good, because then I get to see a lot about what overtaking is like. So, yes, P15. Awesome. I think, yeah, that is P15, right? Yeah, P15, with Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Russell, Latifi, and of course Mazepin. behind me with Seb in front, and then Lance, and Ocon, Yuki, Alonso, Sainz, Gasly, Ricciardo, Charles, Norris, Perez, Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, and Lewis. Okay. I'm expecting to finish like P17 in this, but that's fine. As long as I can see what overtaking is like, even if it's done against me. Let's just go for it. It does look nice from night. Oh, I have to say, I do like night races. And I know this is like evening, but oh, it's kind of sexy. Okay, we don't need to see the start grid. We know. Cool. Let's just go for it. Let's go. Can we overtake Seb? No, we cannot. Can we get any overtakes off the start? Yes. We can also run right into the side of Carlos Sainz. That might be a warning. Yep. But we do take P10. That was a very, very good start. Make that P9. So I was thinking like this might be a try where overtaking doesn't feel that nice. So far, it feels very nice. You get a good toe as well. I'm getting a nice toe here from Ricciardo. And like, ooh, going down the inside is possible. I did just get slammed into a wall by Ricciardo there, but it's okay. My car damage doesn't seem to be. Okay, can I keep following along Ricciardo? I just want to stay within a second until DRS comes online. Or stay within a second above us, behind us Sainz, because he is going to take that place very soon, is Carlos. Because yeah, I cannot stay within a second of Ricciardo here. His car is much faster than mine. Surprised Carlos hasn't taken it yet. He's looking for it, but can't quite find it on this lap, or maybe he can in this sector. Oh, it's Alonso that's behind me, not Sainz now. They've swapped positions. There we go. Alonso's taking me. I have to give him the space to the side. He gives up on it. I braked super late because I was just like, oh, give him the space. Okay, I ran off a little bit there because I was sure that was it, that was the position gone. But no, Alonso's still behind me. Sainz falling down the order. Yuki now up to P11. Oh god, that is track limits. I'll get a warning for that. I won't get a warning for that. Okay. And I am within a second of Daniel Ricciardo now. For how long? Probably not very long, because I've just smashed up my front wing. We're just gonna flash back that so I can keep my front wing intact. I probably just should have turned damage off, realistically, but I didn't. So here we are. Can I stop smashing up my fucking front wing? I've literally lost sight of my buttons. Okay. There we go. Okay, almost smacked the wall, but just managed to hold it. Yeah, you see on the straights the amount of time I lose so easily to those ahead of me. Do just want to get DRS. That's my only real hope, is I can hold on at some point to find some DRS. I want to see what DRS is like in an actual race on this. Maybe I might have to bank on Alonso taking this position. Obviously I want to hold position if I can, but I've got a feeling Alonso's going to take this position off of me. Trying to go around the outside, but just ran out of time. Lewis Hamilton again with the fastest lap. I think this could be where Alonso takes me, but no, he's staying pretty solid behind me. DRS is now enabled. I think this is where I get overtaken. No. Oh, Alonso, mate, come on. I'm not even defending that hard. He just almost gets it and then runs out of time. Oh god, I messed that one up. I didn't turn in time. Sort of forgot the important part of a turn, of the turning bit. Good lord, how have the stewards not been like, excuse me, do you mind not fucking exceeding track limits? There's Alonso ahead of me. For how long? We will see. I could still take this back from him here, you know? Ooh, we had a little bit of a collision there, sorry. But you hit me as well, Fernando, so it's not like act like this was all my fault. And I've just smacked myself into a wall. Hey, you know, we can go back to this little battle we've had. You know what? I'll concede position for now. Well, this is a bit of nice racing between us. A nice little bit of wheel-to-wheel action there. See if I can use the toe behind him to find it. Outbrake him? Nope. Oh my god, he's just flown off ahead. I do get DRS on him, but he's still, the speed of his car compared to the speed of mine, even with DRS, has me at a severe disadvantage. Who was that? Yuki Tsunoda. That was a terrible move by you. Oh, that's a nice angle. I like that. That looks cool. That I want this angle in real life. When we get the actual race, this angle. I mean, Yuki throwing himself into a wall there and then colliding with me. Mr. Tsunoda, that's a naughty boy move from you. Don't hit me this time. You did hit me again, Yuki. I almost just hit Fernando, but I just about managed to avoid him. DRS going. Yuki has DRS on me, however, which is making me scared because I can just feel his presence behind me. Okay, yep, I will again flash back. That. No. Okay. We make a collision, but it's fine. We do take track position back. It's a little bit of a dirty way to take position back. I didn't actually mean to do that, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta get a bit of luck and have an accident go your way. Oh my god, the amount I've exceeded track limits in this race, and the stewards are still not flagging me at all. Being like, stop exceeding track limits. Okay. Okay. Still got Alonso very tight behind me, and then Yuki very tight behind him. So yep, just got to concede that. Concede a double overtake. Take one position back. How long am I going to be able to hold it for? Not long at all, because that is Carlos Sainz coming back at me in the Ferrari. And I just do not have the pace. Oh, I may not have the pace in the straights, but when it comes to outbraking, apparently I do have what it takes. We're on the last lap. I mean, no chance of my keeping P10 here. There's no way I can drive so well I can keep Sainz behind me. Because look at him. He's gaining on me all the time. Although I am getting a nice bit of tow from Alonso, so maybe, I mean, it's not impossible to hold P10 here. It's difficult as hell, but not unimaginable. I can do it. Because I've still got DRS off Alonso, so that helps me out a huge amount, holding back Carlos. Oh, he's very close. Oh, Fernando right ahead of me. I can almost... I don't think I can quite catch him. Oh, so close to catching him at the end there, but not quite. That's a P10. I will take that very happily. Driver of the day as well, let's go. That's amazing. Very pleased with that. Mercedes get the win with Lewis Hamilton. I nearly had him, man. Nearly had him. I almost had Alonso there, but not quite. So close. Yet so far it feels. Still, very good result with me. Good drive. Very enjoyable though. It is fun to race. The time trial is not quite as fun as the race. But, I mean, we'll see how it is in real life. Hopefully it produces us a good race in real life. But in this game, the race is still pretty enjoyable. And we get P10. Look at how close we were. Oh. 0.034 behind Alonso in P9. So close. Ah, well. Happy with that. We'll watch the highlights again. And see how we went. Started off quite well. And then just carried on going well. There I am. That was when I really flew up the grid, getting into P10 off of turn 1 just by outbraking everyone. And then some good wheel-to-wheel action to solidify P10. But still fighting. Got up into P9. This was good play by me to get almost into P8, but not quite. Ricardo just manages to close the gap. I do take a nick off the wall, but it's fine. You can just tell the lack of pace I have compared to these other people I'm fighting against, and this, like, you can tell just how tight everything was. DRS on both Tsunoda and Alonso, and then also Sainz and Ocon behind me, throws me all the way down into P11. But a great bit of late braking pulls me back up into P10. And it was a great fight for P10, like what a fight this was for like P9 and 10. Like all race, it was great. All the way down to about P14, it was just brilliant. Very enjoyable. I love it when the AI has a good little fight with you. And I came through so close to P9, but just about P10. But still very enjoyable. I had fun with this. I like it. I'm going to be having fun playing it more. This was just my first ever impressions of it, and so far, I like it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you later.